This is the VOVO STYLEMENT TCB-8100N Smart Bidet Toilet, an elongated one-piece smart toilet that's really made an impression on me. It's got that sleek, minimal design you see in those fancy bathroom magazines. But what actually stands out are all the high-tech details it offers. The model I have here is bright white, with really smooth lines and a solid modern look, made from porcelain and shaped in what's called a D shape. From my experience, it sits super comfortably and fits just right in an average-sized bathroom without making it feel crowded. When I first heard about smart toilets, to be honest, I was a little unsure. I kept wondering, is it really worth the price? Will all those features make a difference? Or is it just something that sounds cool but isn't that practical? After spending time with the VOVO TCB-8100N, I quickly changed my mind. The first thing that grabbed my attention was that the lid actually opens up for you. No need to use your hands. There's a motion sensor near the base. So if you get close to the toilet, the lid just lifts right up on its own. It might sound like a small thing, but when your hands are full, or if it's nighttime, it's honestly just really convenient and feels kind of luxurious. This smart toilet has a bunch of features that make your bathroom routine feel different in the best way. One of my favorite parts is the heated seat. No more sitting down to a cold shock, especially great during winter. You can control the heat level so it's never too warm, just that perfectly cozy temperature. There's also a display screen that pops up and shows you the real-time temperature. At first I thought, do I really need to know how warm my toilet seat is? But after using it, I appreciated being able to adjust settings and know exactly what's happening. Let's talk about the bidet, which is kind of the star here. If you're new to bidets, it's a cleaning function built into the toilet, where a gentle stream of water cleans you instead of using just toilet paper. The VOVO TCB-8100N's bidet is fully built in and lets you control the pressure and temperature of the water. You can even pick the type of spray. There's posterior, that means for the back, feminine, and a turbo option if you want a stronger rinse. The water is warm, which is so much better than a sudden splash of cold water. From my experience, this bidet function adds a whole new level of hygiene and comfort to every bathroom visit. Plus, since it cuts down on toilet paper, I like that it's more eco-friendly. Another thing I noticed was how simple and easy it is to use with a wireless remote control. It's lightweight, has big buttons, and the symbols make it super clear, even for someone not used to these high-tech toilets. You don't have to reach back or fiddle around. Just keep the remote nearby, and you can switch between functions, adjust the temperature, turn on the dryer, even activate the self-cleaning nozzle. And yes, the nozzle that does the actual spraying cleans itself both before and after each use. That was a relief, since I was kind of concerned about hygiene, but the self-cleaning stainless steel nozzle helps keep everything super sanitary. One feature that took me by surprise was the dryer. Once you finish with the bidet, you can push a button and this gentle stream of warm air dries you off, which honestly felt a little odd the first time, but quickly became one of those can't live without features. There's also an automatic deodorizer that activates when you use the toilet, so it helps cut down on any odors. It's a filter inside the unit that works quietly in the background. Flushing is another area where this toilet stands out. There's an automatic dual flushing system, which means the seat sensor can tell which flush level you need, either a small flush or a full flush. You don't have to touch a handle. It's all hands-free. What's cool is the flushing is powered by a tankless system, which VOVO calls a tornado wash. Instead of refilling a tank, this system uses water directly from the pipe for each flush. So there's never any standing, stale water, and the flush feels really powerful each time. In my opinion, this design also helps keep the toilet cleaner overall and makes sure there's a thorough flush every time. A smart nightlight is built in, which I didn't realize I needed until I got used to it. It gives off a soft glow inside the bowl, so you don't have to turn on the harsh bathroom lights when visiting late at night or early in the morning. For people who really value a clean space, the toilet uses premium materials throughout. The seat is made of ABS plastic, which has that smooth, easy-to-wipe surface. I also like that the smart toilet design means less manual cleaning, thanks to all those self-cleaning and automatic features. I do want to touch on installation. If you're comfortable with some home improvement basics, you can probably handle this yourself, but it is a fairly heavy unit, around 110 pounds, so I definitely recommend getting an extra pair of hands. The instructions are pretty detailed, and everything you need is included, which I found helpful. Still, it took me a bit to get the connections just right and double-check the setup. So if you're not used to installing toilets or plumbing, calling in a professional is probably worth it to get everything working perfectly. There are a couple of things I was unsure about before getting this. I wondered if the size would overwhelm my bathroom, but it actually fits in really neatly, mainly because the design is so minimalist. Another thing is the price. Smart toilets like this aren't cheap. But given how many features you actually use every single day and how much more hygienic and comfortable the bathroom becomes, I honestly think the value is there. From my experience, the only con I've noticed is that it takes a bit of time to get used to all the extra features. If you're coming from a standard toilet, there's a slight learning curve, at least for the first few days. The flash feature, which is basically the bidet's rinse spray, works well, but I'd say if you use a lot of thicker toilet paper, sometimes residue can remain, so it's better to use less paper or use just the bidet for a cleaner result. That's really the only thing I'd caution. Key features that matter most to me are the automated lid, the heated seat, the adjustable bidet with warm water, the warm air dryer, and especially the self-cleaning nozzle. The remote makes it accessible for anyone who's a beginner to smart toilets, and the design fits well even if your bathroom isn't super high-tech. The eco-friendly part is a bonus, too, cutting down on both toilet paper and water with each use. I'd recommend this for anyone wanting a true upgrade for their bathroom, especially if you care about comfort, hygiene, and a modern look, or if you're just interested in making your daily routine feel a little more special. It's perfect for families, people living alone, or anyone curious about smart home gadgets. In conclusion, this is a toilet that actually lives up to the hype. It's not just about having something high-tech, but making everyday life a bit easier and a lot more comfortable. If you're thinking about making the jump to a smart toilet but have questions, just drop them in the comments. Happy to share more about my experience or help explain any of the features. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future reviews and updates. And leave a comment below if you have any other smart home products you'd like to hear about. Thank you for watching.